Anna.
I'm Gina.
And I'm Christina.
And we're the Gorgeous Geeks.
And we're here today to talk about Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yes.
I just call it the Wolverine movie. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't understand what was the whole point of like the X-Men Origins Wolverine. Okay, yeah, it's Wolverine.
Like Wolverine's been on.
I heard a joke, wasn't
on
the first 3 X-Men's a Wolverine movie?
The movie was really, really good.
Yes, it was.
It was really good. It was very good.
One complaint though, I do not feel like it was like all the animalistic like.
Yeah, he did.
Logan always
see the animal in me.
Like Logan, he always had this. I'm a monster, but I wouldn't be a monster. Like I didn't see the monster at all.
No, that's.
I mean, Wolverine. He runs naked with wolves.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, even in the comic books, it's always known when he lost it. He completely lost it. Like he
the most they did it was when he first came out of the chamber and they shot the bullet in his head. But even then, he just left. You know, in the comic books, he messed up every single person.
Yeah, he killed everybody.
Let's talk about the biggest complaint, controversial thing. Period. In the movie.
Talking about him and Sabertooth being brothers.
No, I'm just gonna talk about Deadpool.
Yeah. What about Deadpool?
People, I mean, he didn't look like Deadpool. He didn't. They gave him all those powers.
Yeah, I didn't like that they. I mean,
I thought it was cool for the story.
It was cool for the movie. But as far as putting all your eggs in one basket and having it be for that movie, that's cool. But we all know that they plan on making a Deadpool movie.
Yeah, Marvel said that they're gonna do a Deadpool. It's
and what's with the ending with his head coming back on, him shushing at the camera? I totally didn't see that, and I swear I stayed for the whole thing. That's what I'm saying!
Yeah. I went to Marvel.com, they said,
Did Marvel seriously put different endings on different movies so you have to see it more than once?
Then we stayed throughout the whole entire thing?
Because my friend said they didn't see the one in Japan, when he went to Japan. But they saw the Deadpool one.
I didn't see the Deadpool.
So I think that's a very mean thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, but hold on. Ryan Reynolds did say he understands what they did for the movie as far as the Deadpool character and how they changed it. Yeah, but he said if they're gonna do the only way he's gonna agree to doing the Deadpool movie is they stick to the origins completely.
But I mean, do you really want to stare at sores and pus oozing for 2 hours?
I don't, and I'm not saying I was just bringing up that it's controversial. I don't really mind that much how he looked. The biggest thing was all the powers that he had, and then his costume. Him not having a costume was a big deal for a lot of people. They tried to do something with around his eyes.
They cannot make him good looking. They have to do something. They have to do something to make him look kind of, because that's part of the joke. I mean, he wants to get laid in every single book, but he can't get a girl because he's ugly. He can't take off the mask throughout the whole entire movie and it'd be good looking Ryan Reynolds. That takes away from the Deadpool joke. Come on now. Strippers don't even want him. Come on.
Okay, what did you guys think about them making Sabertooth and Wolverine brothers?
I really liked it because when I read Origins, I'm like, oh my gosh, Sabertooth is his brother.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that he wasn't, and I'm like, that's gay.
It just would make more sense if Sabertooth was.
Yeah. And I
remember had this other brother, but they only brought him back in one story, Wolverine the End, and it wasn't even the main Wolverine story, and it just.
But you know what? I remember being a little girl when I first started reading comic books, and when I first started reading about Sabertooth, I remember going to Dad, and I remember asking Dad, is Sabertooth related to Wolverine? And Dad said, no. But no, he's not. Yeah.
But it does make so much sense.
It does make sense.
Sabertooth is always I'm doing these cruel things to you because I want you to realize that you're just like me.
Right. In the comic book. So actually, that's one thing that was way different than what the comic book, but it works out better.
One thing in the movie that I did not like though was how there was no real. I mean, he was obviously angry at him. But it wasn't that insane rage that one of us has to go down right now.
Right.
Okay,
Well, anyway,
the movie was really good.
I like the actor who they got to play Gambit. He played nice young Gambit.
I think he was.
I think it would have been better.
He was a little cutie.
There
but
was
the
a scene like
sucked.
in the Covenant. If anyone saw the Covenant, knows what I'm talking about. But
he was a little cutie, but the accent. I mean, the whole thing about Gambit is like that sexy.
I wish we wouldn't have had to
accent.
wait till this Wolverine movie to see him.
Gambit.
And I really wish Josh Holloway from Lost would have been Gambit.
Josh Holloway's his accent is like perfect. He has the perfect swag
Okay,
to play Gambit.
but they didn't do that. So that's the problem that I have with this Gambit. I remember being a little girl being absolutely in love with Gambit, and I'm like, this is my fantasy embodied, and it just didn't work.
And I can't believe he didn't call that woman Cher in the
that's
the
like
movie.
essential.
Yeah, because it's like when he called Rogue that in the cartoon, or he calls any woman that in the comic book.
It's
you
like,
have to melt.
How you doing?
You know, and he didn't.
That wasn't.
Red Dukes is in there. The Blob.
Yes.
The Blob. That was cool. When they first showed him, I was like, he's not fat.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing? Then later on, he showed him fat. I was like, okay, that was really cool. I would like to see him say nothing can move.
The Blob.
Yeah, that would have been really cool.
And did Sabertooth actually go and kill all these characters like they said? Because, I mean, you know, he killed some of them, but they said that he got the Blob or whatever, insinuated that he died. And
Well, see, they just told Wolverine that to get Wolverine on board.
no, this was after the fact. After they did that to Wolverine.
I don't know.
Wolverine. Because with these X-Men movies, they just take characters, they throw them in, and they just use who they want to use, who look cool, and then they just toss the rest away. It's like Final Crisis or something, you know? When there's like a
How dare you?
What?
We don't speak of Final Crisis when we were talking about Marvel.
I'm just saying, there's like a bazillion characters, and they just kill off who they ever want to because there's enough to use again.
What else did we say?
What else?
Man, they really made you hate Stryker even more. I couldn't think I could hate that character even more.
The thing about Sabertooth, one thing about Sabertooth that they didn't really capture with this movie was
That he's so psycho.
Yeah, Sabertooth is an extremely
Evil?
scary individual. Like, he's like,
Serial killer?
yeah, like Jeffrey Dahmer's claws.
Well, he doesn't eat people.
How do you know?
Never eaten anyone before. But like in the comic books, he not only killed
I
Silver
won't put it
Fox.
past him.
He not only killed Silver Fox, but he raped her too. He raped and killed Silver Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was an evil person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
I don't like how everything, like I know it's PG-13, but in Wolverine's
Wolverine-
life, it was all like, psych! It's not as bad as you thought. Like, in the comic books, it's like,
It's as bad as you thought.
it's as bad as you thought,
But
and
it's
worse.
Yeah.
Because in Wolverine's power is not just physical when he gets healed, but his mind will heal itself too. When something so traumatic happens, he'll just forget about it.
He'll right over it.
So, like with them saying, "Psych, she's not really dead, and we're not all that bad. We just tricked you, punked you. Come on, Ashton. You know, it's
right.
I didn't quite.
Yeah.
I think that was right.
It was interesting how they did it. And
I didn't even.
it was very enjoyable. I really liked it.
It was
Yeah,
really
very
enjoyable.
Yes, it was.
It was a really good movie. It was fighting effects. Everything was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, that fight scene at the end, probably, like, as you said,
It topped everything.
I mean, that was probably
That was like the
best
first
fight
time
scenes.
Deadpool beat Sabertooth and Wolverine. I think that was just awesome. Well, tell us what you think. In the meantime, I'm Katrina.
I'm Gina.
I'm Christina,
And we're the Gorgeous Geeks.